Background looks like I've been kidnapped. I'm giving my own ransom letter. Please, please, Mom, save me from the terrorists. Give them our family farm. Give them my inheritance. Just save me, Mother. Sticking with water. Quadzilla, how are you? Good to see you again. Sticking with water. I'm taking a break from boozing. Got the family reunion coming up next week, so I'm gonna do plenty of drinking then, I'm sure. Plus, I got back from Vegas and I went hard. I didn't throw up or anything, and I didn't get blackout drunk, but I definitely had a good time. It was a fun trip. So now I'm looking to hydrate and stay healthy. I'm not gonna lie, an afternoon beer sounds really good, especially after my week. Jesus, my job sucks. If it wasn't for the pay, I absolutely would not do it. No way in hell. But when you make the money that I make, you're willing to give up a few emotional feelings. Basically all of them. We should go drinking sometime. Sure, I'm down. I just got to figure out when and where. Speaking of the family reunion, they are texting me now. Okay, good. That went off the screen. So, progressive insurance. Why capitalism is crapitalism. God. So, I made a couple posts about progressive insurance because they're awful. All insurances are terrible. Capitalism, the whole idea is theft. Their goal is to corner the market, to steal as much of your money and give as least amount in return. That is the goal of capitalism. They want to put everything in their favor when it comes to bargaining, when it comes to pricing, so that you have no options. And this is a great example when it comes to the insurance companies. I mean, of course, we already know how terrible health insurance is. But when you look at car insurance or just other kinds of insurances in general, it's also fucking terrible. So, for example, with progressive insurance, what happened to me was I had a flat tire and I needed a tow to the nearest repair shop so that I could, get the tire fixed. So, I call into Progressive Insurance and I talked to this guy and I said, hey, I need to schedule a tow for this time. This is when I will be back at the apartment. Can you get it at this specific time? And he says, yes, the tow truck will be there. Excellent. We're off to a great start. So I talked to him for about another 10, 15 minutes, give him all my information. Marcel, welcome. How are you? So I talked to him, give him all my information for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then he's like, all right, your tow is scheduled. So I say, okay. So to be clear, it will arrive at this specific time, and it's not going to start the process, and then I need another hour and a half to 2 hours before it arrives, correct? He says, well, no, actually, it's going to arrive about an hour and a half to 2 hours after that. Okay, so you didn't fucking listen to me. You didn't do anything that I said. So I just said, you know what, call it now, and hopefully I can be back within an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm pretty sure I can make it. So he says that he does that. He schedules it. But I don't get the text, right? I don't get the text notification saying, hey, your tow has been scheduled. So, or your tow is en route. So I call them back again, 10 to 15 minutes after I get off the call with that guy. And a lady says, yes, your tow has been scheduled. Excellent. I am feeling great. Maybe this will make up for the guy totally fucking up the previous call. And you know what? It'll be water under the bridge. I'll get the tow and I'll have a good day and everything will be done. So, an hour goes by, about an hour and a half goes by. Sure enough, I still have no text notifications. That's fucking weird. That's not like a corporation to do and just not get your order correct. So, I call him again, talk to some real hag who every time I ask a question, she asks me a question, she's like, so what's your name? I'm like, James Russell. That was her response. 10 to 15 seconds each time. She would ask a question, just dead tone, just nothing, silence. It's like, oh, great, you're really friendly. I bet you get invites to all your friends' birthday parties. So I'm asking her, are you still there? Did I lose signal? What's going on? She's like, I'm here. Okay, excellent. Thank you for your splendid attitude. So she asked me a whole bunch of questions, basically all the exact same questions that the previous Progressive agents asked me, and they were able to find my account. For some reason, this lady, who likes to take 10 to 15 seconds between answers, because that's how long it takes her brain to work, can't find my account. So she finally finds my account once I give her the account number, because I have to log in, I have to start the process all over again. She finds my account, blind transfers me back to the main fucking phone tree. And I don't know if you've dealt with these phone trees, but they're a pain in the ass. Like, thank you for calling. We would like to know how best can I assist you. What can I do for you? Yes, I'd like to speak to a representative. I'm sorry, could you say that again? I would like to speak to a representative. Oh, it sounds like you need help with billing and payments. Is that correct? No, I just need a representative for a tow. I'm sorry, could you repeat yourself? Motherfucker! That's what we have to do with these goddamn phone trees. And now they want to put that in the drive-thru? No, thank you. No, thank you, AI. Greta Fontana 72, welcome. So, I go back through the phone tree and I have to spend another 10 to 15 minutes getting through that bullshit. I immediately I'm just like, listen, I'm pulling a Karen. I need a manager or a supervisor because this is insane. This is my fourth call. So they get me someone. And then he confirms no tow was scheduled. No tow was scheduled? I'm sorry? So this completely fucked up my day. So I had to not only find new time to deal with the tow truck and be here for it so they could take it to the repair shop, and then also deal with the repair shop to fix the tire. I then also had to find a new transportation to work since I couldn't drive because I had a flat tire. And so then I had to tell him, you have to schedule it for tomorrow. I need 24 hours now because you guys completely screwed this up. And not only that, could it not be done while I'm at work on my day off? I had to do it while I was at work. I now had to do it on my day off. So I had to take, lovely police helicopters. Can you hear them? It becomes our nightly lullaby. Love to know that our taxpayer dollars are being used so efficiently. Where are these fucking people going? Okay. So, I have to start all over, so 24 hours. The next day I get the tow and I have to do it all on my day off. So I call Progressive Insurance and I say, listen, I need a refund, guys. This is bullshit. Not only is it like every time that I call you and I actually need the services that I am paying for, you guys screw it up. You're not there on time. Everything is a disaster. I need a refund. Not only that, but then when I got in a small fender bender about 2-3 years ago, it had to go to collections because the other person did not have insurance. So they send it to some godforsaken fucking field office in Sacramento. Their underwriter's office, or whatever in the hell they call it. It always sounds like a fucking mortuary the way, we sent your collections to the underwriters. They will help you now. So, this office never answers their phones, didn't respond to emails, didn't reply to voicemails. I had no idea what was going on with the collections. Turns out, when I was talking to the supervisor about the refund, they don't have any, they already closed the case, and they did not tell me. Despite the calls, the emails, the texts, nobody told me that the case was closed. So now I'm out $500 because they were too fucking lazy to reach out to me and pursue the case. Fantastic. So the supervisor says that he can't do anything because he's just with the roadside assistance. This is basically just becoming one long-winded bitch fest about my day. But this gets to a broader point, I promise. So, he's with roadside assistance. He's not actually with Progressive. He tells me to call Progressive. I call Progressive. This is call number 5. Number 5. And I explain to the lady, I say, listen, please just check with someone because I need a refund. This is not the service that I'm paying for. She puts me on hold, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm sorry. We can't give you a refund. I said, okay, you need to check with your manager again because I'm going to get my money back either way. I'll dispute it with my card company. You did not provide the services that I am paying for. You're going to lose a customer, and I'm going to leave really, really, really bad reviews. Again, yes, I'm pulling a Karen. Go fuck yourselves. They have it coming. She puts me on hold for another 10 to 15 minutes talking to someone. Lo and behold, she gets back on the phone and says, sorry, we can't get a refund. So I'm like, okay, so not only can you not give me a full refund, you're not even willing to give me even a partial refund. And they say, yeah. Now we tie into the broader point of what my bitch fest has been leading to. Gabs, how are you? Hello, Gabby. The broader point is that these companies are so big, they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care if you're walking away. There was no attempt to make amends. There was no attempt to make the situation better. There was no attempt at recovery to keep the business. They don't care. That's how big and monopolistic these companies are. They can afford to lose a shitload of customers. And even with the customers that they have, even if they don't lose customers, they'll just raise the rates anyways because that's capitalism. They'll just raise rates for no fucking reason, which they have been doing about $50 more every year. For what? For what? For a service that I don't use? Then when I do call them, they don't even work properly? They can't even schedule a fucking tow? One of the most basic things of a car insurance company? They don't care. And that's the problem. There's also no way for the customer to balance the situation. They have all the power, which is, of course, the way the corporations want it. And these billionaire criminals running these companies, they get their golden parachute, so they can run the company into the ground, they can crash the economy, and they jettison off with $50 million over the next 3 years when the economy recovers, and they can get shuffled right back into fucking some other insurance company that they can run into the ground, and then crash the economy again, and we had the cycle all over and over again. But they keep getting richer and richer and richer, and every time they crash the economy, we get poorer. So the only way to hold them accountable is to dispute with the credit card companies, and thank God that is one of the few avenues that we still have of being able to get some amount of justice from these folks. But how insane is that they could fuck up something like this big, a tow, right? What if I had been stranded out in the middle of nowhere somewhere and they hadn't fucking gotten it scheduled? That's fucked up. And this is why capitalism is crapitalism. There's this whole notion that capitalism is this idea of, oh, well, we're just going to produce the best quality product and people will then come to us and they'll buy it. That is this idealistic horse shit, okay? That is what people view Boeing as, when Boeing is actually just a bunch of rich elitist snobs trying to make the cheapest product possible, and they don't care about your safety. Every time you're on a Boeing plane, make no mistake, you are risking your life. Your life is in jeopardy. God is watching every single Boeing plane and saying, I think I'll get... No, not that one. Maybe... Oh, I need to get lunch anyway. I'll come back later. That's what's happening with Boeing planes, and that's what's happening with capitalism throughout this country. Because they will continue to undercut us, screw us, and give us the least quality product in exchange for the most money that they can steal from us. And at some point, we have to do something about it. What that solution is, dispute every single fucking credit card charge that you do. There's your answer. My bill went from 70 to 120, and they were just like, yep, Gabby, that's what happened to me. That's exactly what happened to me. All right, that is my rant fest. I actually have, as shocking as it sounds, I have things to do now.